Of course, water is essential to life. We drink it, bathe in it, and need it to grow our fruits and vegetables.
But in one Connecticut town, water will also mean job creation starting next year. News 8's Tina Detel has the story from Pawcatuck.
With the flip of a switch, folks at AirWell Water say they can take water from the Pawcatuck River, you see its trademark brownish color in the first tank, and turn it into this. All due to a purification system Robert Wood says is like no other.
It's clean, it's clear, and it's safe to drink. And again, it's really delicious.
Another part of this operation is right through this door. Now in this room, they've actually pumped in humidity, and this hyper dehumidifier actually takes the moisture out of the air and turns it into clean drinking water. All of it will be solar powered and able to be brought into remote areas.
The world needs water and needs fresh water sources and drinking water sources, and we're running out of them.
Filling one need may end up filling another. More jobs. In the Pawcatuck section of Stonington, Tina Detel, News 8.
It's remarkable technology.
It sure is.
6.5 years ago, in an effort to solve the world's water crisis. As we speak right now, 1.8 billion people do not have access to clean water. And as a result, people perish in great numbers every day. It's not as though they don't have water and they're going thirsty, although that's a small fraction of the problem. The problem is they're drinking water that's contaminated with disease, with a lot of things that are bad for you, pollutants and so forth, and they're getting sick, and that's really the basis of this. Really what we can do is we can take our technology, place a pipe at any fresh water source anywhere in the world, such as a lake or a river, and immediately begin producing safe and clean drinking water. The applications are endless. Obviously, developing nations need water. Disaster need water. The military needs water. Here's what's interesting. There is a byproduct of our process. The byproduct of our process is simply dissolved oxygen. Once the ozone continues to clean the water up, it lasts for about 10 to 15 minutes in that state. It's unstable, it goes back to and reverts to O2, which is dissolved oxygen. So, what we have is very interesting. We've got water with a higher content of dissolved oxygen, but not just infused. It happens on a molecular level. It's bonded and it's oxygenated water. There are other products out there that say they're oxygenated water, but it's nothing more than infusing water, and that simply burps off and it doesn't last very long. This water is oxygenated on a molecular level, and it is 10 times the amount of standard spring water, which is higher than tap water. So what we've done is we spun off a company called Oxygenade. And Oxygenade is a bottled water. We're coming out with that within 90 days, and it is highly oxygenated water. In our testing, though, it's not limited to just drinking water. It's going to be a better water, it's going to be better hydration, but we also have established a hydroponic lab here. Hydroponics is using the water rather than soil as a growing medium for anything such as a plant and so forth. So, in our test, there's a local farmer, Alan Brown at Maple Lane Farm. Some of you may have gone to Christmas trees there. Well, he has a lettuce farm that he grows lettuce and water indoors on a 35-day cycle. He came to us and said, if you can cut off 5 days off of my growing cycle, that would be tremendous, and I would be very interested in your products. Well, not only did we cut 5 days off, but we cut 8 days off the cycle, which is significant. It allows farmers now to get another crop or two per year, increasing yield, providing more food, and providing obviously more income for their farm. It's very exciting. We don't really have a test up and running now, but we're getting to that in about 3 weeks. So if anyone would like to come back, you're going to get to see everything flourishing in there. But the lettuce production went very well. It was a better product, it was a tastier product, and it grew faster and again more robust. So this product again can clean up any natural source of fresh water and return it essentially to creation, to exactly free and clear drinking water. This is safe to drink now. It's not safe to drink there. The first technologies that we looked at was mining humidity from the atmosphere. Now, surprisingly, this is not science fiction. There are companies attempting to do this right now. Most of them have failed. We studied the market quite extensively. Right over here to your right, we have our humidity chamber. And as you can see right now, we're building up humidity in there, and you see a device in there. What that is that's a prototype which became the world's most powerful and energy-efficient dehumidifier. Now, on its own, it doesn't sound very exciting. We all have them in our homes, and we're all familiar with the technology. It's been in public domain since about 1933. But with that hyper-dehumidifier, which we've coined it, it's like no other in the world. We can take a 20-foot shipping container, which is a standard shipping container. We place 24 of those units inside of that, working together, and that will generate, on average, 1,000 gallons of drinking water that's pure and safe out of the atmosphere per day. Now, that's based upon a benchmark of 70 degrees and 70% humidity. If there's more humidity and more temperature, it will create more water. And this is an exciting product. There's a longer curve because of the adoption period of it. People are not familiar with this, but in the future, there's literally more water in our atmosphere at any given time than the Great Lakes combined. So it's definitely a viable source, and essentially, it's going to be a source we're going to have to rely on. Our groundwater is becoming more and more polluted. There's pharmaceuticals in our groundwater runoff from agriculture and so forth. And as you can see now, a lot of people are getting into packaged water, and that's really, unfortunately, going to be the future of water. But if we can get in there and start really getting attention on atmospheric water with this tremendous product, then it's something that obviously is going to help, turn things in the right direction. Now, interestingly enough, every product that you see here is efficient enough to be powered on solar power. When we were looking at bringing water out into the world and creating it, well, why ship in diesel fuel and just ship in water? I mean, you're just displacing the problem. So what we've done is we've engineered everything to run on solar. This can run on solar. The atmospheric water, the hyper dehumidifier can run on solar, and any of the other products. Billion people do not have access to clean water. As a result, every 8 seconds, someone perishes in an emerging nation. We're out to combat that. At the same time, there is no shortage for water in needs of commercial use, as I said, for resorts and hospitality, the oil and gas industry, and so forth. But also, in talking about our 50,000-gallon-a-day processor, let's talk about something that's actually much more low-tech. This is our helio pump, our borehole rejuvenation product. It consists of a solar panel mounting on a quad pod, and it also will have a DC electric pump that's submersible. It goes into a water well. There are 80,000 borehole wells in Africa that have been dug in the last 10 years. Unfortunately, these failed in the first year or so. They're old hand crank pumps. They're outdated, and there's no purification system. We will provide a borehole rejuvenation solution that eliminates the hand crank pump, creates a solar panel powering the electric pump with also a small monoxygen purifier. From there, we go out to a vessel, and again, this saves lives. Not only are we offering something that's going to be maintenance-free, but also it's affordable at $5,000, and also it has purification for the first time. This will change lives. This was our AirWell 1, prototype 1. It is a super dehumidifier. We've now coined the phrase hyper dehumidifier. The third generation of this product now is housed in a 20-foot shipping container. 24 of these create 1,000 gallons of drinking water per day. And again, it's a 20-foot shipping container. If you look on the wall, you can see a 20-foot shipping container and some of the ways it will be used. Again, our helio pump, which is again providing the solar power. And then also, that is our AirWell. One is a water box and one is a power box. The array on top is our solar panel array. It also creates shelter. This product, and any of our products, can be used in emergencies. They're disaster preparedness type of technologies. They're humanitarian technologies. They're oil and gas technologies. There's a huge problem with fracking and what fracking does. And so we're working on solutions as well. And I think we're going to have some pretty exciting news to report very soon.